I'm dripping junket. How you all doing, folks? Ralphy here, Ralphy's Reviews, Team No Steep. Going to do some more reviews now. Number one on the list is this Canada Ruby style mod and dripper combination. Now, as far as I'm aware, it's the only product out there that is a true hybrid, meaning that the RDA part is actually part of the mod. There's no connection. The only join in the system, if you like, is via the button. Yeah, the RDA is grafted out of the single piece of copper or brass, as in this case, that the tube's made out of. Beautiful, yeah. The Authentics have been on the market for a long time, and I've fancied one forever, but they are massively expensive, meaning that that's me out of the game. But we've just got these in. Now, I've not got an Authentic to compare, so what I'm going to do is look at it on its own merits, as I tend to. I use the word style. This is a Ruby style mod and RDA combination, and we'll look at it on its own merits. Yeah, we'll get deep down and close and up close and personal and all that, and we'll check it out. Let me just have a quick vape. We've had these in about a week. I'm loving it. I really am loving it. I like me Kennedy 24s. Great. They're great on the Able mods and on all of the 24mm mods, but not outstanding for me. They're not quite airy enough. Some people swear by them. Maybe not airy enough's not right. I just felt they could deliver a little bit more somehow. Found them slightly lacking. I've got an Authentic, I've got clones, I've chased it, I've done different builds, different wicking, all sorts. I've explored every avenue that I can find with the Kennedy 24, and it is very, very good. Don't get me wrong, it's spot on. It's a beautiful, beautiful bit of kit that truly delivers the goods, but I just wanted a little bit more. And this does it. This does it. I don't know if it's the hybrid, if it's the one-piece construction, if it's that lack of voltage drop. You know, there's no threaded connection between the dripper and the mod, so there's no voltage drop at all. Just the switch end, like I said. And we'll look at that in detail when we go up close. This, can't put it down. It's mad. It's been glued to my hand for a week. We've got loads of kit. I've got some beautiful, beautiful things that I really enjoy vaping. They've been gathering dust a bit. But, you know, this week's favourites, next week's dust collector, I don't know. I can't see me marrying it. But, who knows? Anyway, as usual, I digress. So we'll get in. We'll go up close. I'll show you what they're like, I'll show you how they come, I'll show you the simplicity of the construction and the effectiveness of the function, really, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here he is, boxed up. Lovely box. I dare say it mimics the Authentics quite nicely, but I wouldn't know, because like I said, I don't own one. Let's get him out. What you get in the box is a little bag of spares. You get some spare O-ring screws and one of those funky little blue screwdrivers, and you get the bad boy himself. Have him out if I can. It's actually hailing as I'm talking to you. So there you go. I mean, that is a lovely bit of kit. So smooth. There's a line there. I think that needs, there we go, look, goes on a little bit further, but I can't feel it. It's so well put together, I can barely feel a join. If I had my eyes closed, I'd struggle. Lovely. The 510 comes out. It's dead stiff because it's brand new, so you could probably change it for an aftermarket one or tailpipe if that's your bag. I quite like the one that's in it. I'll struggle to get back in because it's brand new, as I've said, and it's dry. We'll pop the cap off, and you've got your standard Kennedy style 24mm solid brass cap. Nice bit of engraving, not too shabby at all. That leads us to this bad boy. This O-ring's just popped off, which will be why it was a little bit stiff. I'll just pop that back on. So you've got basically a solid metal tube with an RDA built in the top. A little bit of engraving. We've got a serial number there, which I'd take with a pinch of salt. We've got ruby there, and we've got your 3 posts. We've got 2 stainless steel negative posts, copper positive post, and then we've got the trademark Kennedy airflow with 2 tubes each side that lead through to this side intake. Dead simple. That's all there is to it. Nice deck, lovely and deep. You can absolutely fill these with a ton of juice. The one caveat, the one thing I would say, is that the post holes aren't massive. I would prefer thicker posts and bigger holes, but if you scroll down you'll see my sleeper build, which means you can get a 20 gauge build in there, no problem, on a dual, no problem at all. Really nice. The only other thing is we've got the vent holes, just in case you suffer catastrophic battery failure, down at the base there. Maybe you want to fit your battery upside down, maybe you don't. And then the button comes out, unscrews like this. You can fit your battery, pop that out so you can pop your battery in. Again, you can see it's got super thick solid walls, lovely smooth deep cut threads for the button. So simple, so simple. Lovely finish. It's almost like a light brushed finish. Super. The one moving part, of course, is the button, and that in itself is a little ingenious. You've got this O-ring that acts as an insulator to stop any nastiness happening if your battery perhaps not spot on. Gives you a little cushion as well when you tighten it up, so you just snug it onto that O-ring against your battery. Holds everything lovely. The button itself is actually held in with this snazzy little mechanism. Like if I push him up and twist him, then he'll pull out. See those slots? These little pegs go through that and then lock in place. This is solid one piece with a spring on. The pegs don't come out, so there's no way you're going to fit a magnet on there. And if the spring lets go, or you have trouble with it and want to change it, you could just unwind it and then wind a new one on. Genius. So simple. Lovely cross pattern in the base. I just use my thumbnail, but you could use a coin if you wish, if you've not got nails. Just great. Just great. Goes together lovely, comes apart lovely. For you can clean it, you can strip it, you can polish this top bit to keep it all functioning properly. And when you've done, just line the pegs up with a slot type thing, which I'm struggling to do on camera. Yeah, bear with. Line them up, push it in, give it a twist, and it locks in place. That's it. That's all there is to it. There's no more to it. It doesn't lock like a locking button would, because when you pop a battery in and screw it up, you'll find that it's going to come flush. I've tried loads of different batteries and it's always flush or slightly inside, slightly recessed is the word. Yeah, and you're away. That's it. A little bit clicky because it's all brand new, but absolutely spot on. Dead simple, dead sleek. It's a tube, it takes your battery, it's got a real nice functioning safe switch, and the deck's absolutely spot on. What more could you ask for? I really like it. We'll go back up top, we'll have a vape, I'll show you how I built mine up, dead simple, and we'll talk a little bit more. See you in a minute. So there you go. That's a 24mm Ruby mod, I guess you'd call it. They just call it a Ruby, I guess. It is a Ruby. It's great. It really is great. It's tactile. It's heavy enough. It's solid enough. I like my brass. I always say brass is class, but copper is proper. Yeah, we've got some copper ones on the way. I don't know if I'll be allowed to keep one. We'll see what Mrs. Boss says. Let me have another vape. So, like I showed you in the close-up, I've gone 5 wrap sleeper. I use 20 gauge. This is actually 21 gauge N90. So it's a nichrome wire, but it's not a usual 80. I've only got sent a sample from a good friend of mine, Alex. Thank you, mate. We've found it in the States, so shipping can be a pain, expensive. And we found it in lighter gauges, in smaller gauges in this country, in the UK. But it's really, really nice stuff. I like the 5 wrap in my Kennedys. Comes out about the same resistance as a 4 wrap on a 3mm. So this is a 5 wrap on a 2.5mm. Length of wire and the resistance comes out about the same as my usual 4 wrap on a 3mm build. But what it does, it doesn't constrict the airflow as much because it's a smaller coil. So you get a bit more wind. Yeah, still does it. Look at that. You got to like that. And with this Kennedy deck, you can flood it out. I mean, we're not dripping, are we? We're pouring. You can flood the top and the coils. You can put a little bit down the sides, each side. As long as you don't go over that tube, you've got a right reservoir of juice there that's going to do the goodies like. Oh, look at me going away. I'll still get a vape out of that, or 4 or 5. And it's flavour wise and cloud wise, it is on point, honestly. It's not too warm, but it's deep and rich and lovely. It is a winner chicken dinner. It will definitely get you on the steam train to Flavortown, folks. It's the Kennedy Ruby style mod RDA combination, 24mm in brass. We've got copper coming. Beautiful. They really are beautiful. It's a great thing. I've suffered no hot button, no sticking button. There's so little function to it. You know, there's nothing can go wrong. There's only that end. I don't know if the deck's gonna suffer, but it's not. There's nothing to go wrong. It's so simple. It's a genius little construction. You know, if you like your Kennedys and you like your 24mm and you like your Mech mods, the only thing is you can't change it. You know, you can't put another dripper on top, but it's a lovely little setup in its own right. Yeah, give it a go. Give it a go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Yeah, remember people, smoking kills, vaping saves lives. Which do you choose? Have a good one.